Gentlemen, hey, congratulations for the second season of Wu-Tang.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, so one of the things that I love about, especially from you, RZA, is the fact that you compare a lot of things to a metaphor. What, basically describing Wu-Tang's success, as an orchestra, chess, and all this kind of stuff. What's the metaphor you guys could describe for the show here, for season 1 and season 2?
Threw me on the spot, right?
Oh, no. You got one already. You got one already. You it's the one you tell me all the time.
But you say it for me now.
Childbirth. Childbirth. Now, granted, this is two men telling you about this, so you kind of don't know shit about it. But but that's in terms of especially this year with COVID and all that stuff. And you jump in if I'm not saying what you said to me yourself. Is that? Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, basically, the hardest part of childbirth is labor, right? And you go through this labor, but all the struggles you go through, then all of a sudden you have this thing that exists, and you're hoping that somebody said that's a beautiful child. Oh man, his ears are big. You don't want that. And you share it with the world, and you share it, and eventually it goes on to have a life of its own in all reality, right? You gotta let the child eventually leave home and grow into his own entity. This is our second season. If we're so blessed to make more seasons, there's a chance that, with the power of TV and this type of medium, there's a chance that even 30 years from now, somebody turn this on and binge out and watch this inspirational story, and maybe it helps them in their life. Because I think one of the biggest things that me and Alex intend as we tell this story and we relive Wu-Tang is the challenges, the unlikeliness, but the inspiration that they was able to offer through their creative art.
So that is us mansplaining childbirth as a metaphor for creating the show. There you go.
That is a terrific metaphor. Alex, for yourself, not being from New York and not being, a hip hop or a rap artist, do you find it difficult to, to basically tell these stories, or does it make it easier because you have a great writer with RZA next to you?
Oh, yeah, it was always great, not just him as a creative partner, as a writer, director, composer, but also, someone was there, but I think, for myself as a huge hip hop fan, it was the type of the guy that grew up always reading the liner notes and, who mixed this and whatever. I think that, and then coming from the West Coast and having maybe a different perspective, and yet also having the perspective as a Chinese American and having a common language with their music in a way that I, as much of a hip hop fan that I did not have necessarily with other groups that I was a huge fan, I think, helped the creative process, helped the perspective, and also still maintain that I was always a fan, and still am a fan of, them as a music and a brand.
How do you guys plan ahead? Because obviously this is a season to season. You could easily jump beyond 1992, into the future and so on, or you guys don't plan ahead and basically hope let's do this story, and then if we need to come back, we'll come back again.
No, we gotta plan it. We gotta plan ahead. You gotta plan. That's part of our business. Alex been here right in Hollywood for a couple of decades now. So his ability to tell a story, to if he was a lyricist, he'd be the type of lyricist that could take 8 lines of information and condense it to one strong bar. As Jesus once said, he said, make it half as long, but twice as strong, right? So he has that ability. And then when we combine these stories and these ideas, we plan a universe, and we have a plan. Of course, it's up to our partners and the audience to allow that plan to come to full fruition. But we're so pleased now that we could be in this second season and we could get into the 36 chambers of it all, which was our plan from the beginning. We didn't want 36 chambers in the first season. We wanted it here in the second season, and our partners allowed us to do that. And here we are now, going to show the recording of this iconic album.
Well, hey, guys, hey, thank you for speaking to us about Wu-Tang. And before I let you go, I don't have many Kung Fu movies. I don't have many Blu-rays. And then I looked over and then I found this. So, so thank you once again for talking to us about the series. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.